Welcome all to Off the Cuff with Namrita. And thank you, Neelam Kothari Soni, for joining me on Off the Cuff on Bolly 92.3 FM. It's a thrill to be talking to you. Welcome,
Hi,
Neelam.
Namrita. Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be talking to you.
My pleasure altogether. And I'll just say a few things about you before we go on to the questions. All I'll say is if you grew up in the 80s, then you couldn't have helped but have a crush on Neelam. She was a heartthrob of millions, though a original imported Hindi film heroine, I'll say, before Katrina and others happened to Bollywood. She was a bankable star at a very young age, and her films like Love 86, Khud Garz, Aag Hi Aag, Sindoor, Agnipath, and many more became massive hits, and then she left the limelight for a second career, that of a jewelry designer with her own world class brand, Neelam Jewels. And now she's back with a bang. She's returned to the OTT screen in recent years with roles in Amazon's Made in Heaven and the global hit Fabulous Lives of Bollywood Wives on Netflix, which has sparked a resurgence of her popularity. So, very warm welcome, Neelam, to my show.
Thank you. That was a wonderful intro. I think you've done superb homework, I must say.
No. I am just so excited. And, before I ask you about the gala, we all are so delighted to have you back on the screen. And it seemed like you never left. You look so elegant, so wonderful, and so young.
Oh, that's so kind. That's so
You
kind.
do.
In fact, before facing the camera after I don't know how many 20, 25 odd years,
Oh,
I mean, I told Karan that
oh,
I'm not doing this because I don't know how I'll look.
oh,
People are going to be seeing me after 25 years on the screen.
yeah.
I said I'm not doing this. I'm too nervous. But you know what? I had a great makeup artist and a great cameraman.
No, you're just being a little humble. You just look great. And, I do remember growing up in the 80s. I'm also, and, the freshness is still not gone. I still see that, effervescence in you and the exuberance in you. So, why did it take so long and why the reluctance, Neelam?
Well, honestly, like you just said, I left showbiz and decided to join my family business. And, then got married. Now I've got a
Mhm.
daughter who's 10 years old.
Yeah.
So honestly, I was just comfortable in, my routine life. And this was my life. And I thought this is now, I've touched 50 and, a couple of years, I'm going to retire. I
Hmm.
mean, it was never even a thought to sort
Oh.
of come back and face the camera again. I mean, it just dropped in my lap. I had a lot of apprehensions, and
Hmm.
yeah, and here I am back.
And yeah, and we are so happy. And I was talking to the actress Sarika, if you remember her.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, so she told me, she said she had like three sabbaticals, but she came back every time, and that's how Bollywood works. You just kind of something comes up and you get in and do it, and there are no regrets there.
Well,
And
I just feel when opportunity knocks,
yes,
you never sort of say no. I mean, I actually refused Karan because I was just scared to be part of a reality show. It's not something that I've done before. I'm a very private person, and
Hmm.
just the thought of having cameras in my house, and
Hmm.
you're putting yourself out there, whether it's for praise or criticism. It's a
Hmm.
reality show. You're opening up your home, your family, your child.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not easy, and at least I've been part of movies,
Hmm.
but for my other three friends, Seema, Mahip,
Yes.
and Bhav, I feel kudos to them as well because it's really not easy doing a reality show.
Very true, But the best thing about the show, as as a woman, I'll say is that, we knew you as a star, and now we know you as a wife, as a friend, as a businesswoman, as a parent, and it's just amazing. And also, a good thing that is shown in this reality show is that the changing face of Bollywood wives. Earlier, if you go back to the 70s or even 80s, they led very obscure lives, and we just heard about them very infrequently, I'll say. But now look at all the wives, look at all of these stars. They are doing amazing work, be it Alia or Ranbir or Anushka, and and you all have proved that you have the spunk and the charisma and the wit, which is so empowering for women like us to see. I mean, so thank you for doing that.
I think that one of the reasons why the show has worked is because none of us have sort of really held back,
Okay.
and it's we've been honest with friendships, whether it's a process of a woman sort of getting older, relationship with the husband. I think we've just been
Hmm.
really honest, and yeah, I think women, it's always nice to be a fly on a wall in someone's home, right? It's you also want to know what's going on in their home, and
Yeah,
yeah, I suppose it's it's
it
just
is.
reality,
But
just a
you
little bit
guys
of,
are, yeah, your chemistry is so wonderful, and you guys are all so
because
crazy,
we've
and it's
known.
so fun. So how long? Like, is it
I
all
think that comfort
real?
level sets in when you know each other for the past 25 years,
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. So you know
So
what? We've
nothing
we've
is
known each
scripted.
other.
Nothing is
Nothing.
scripted. Wow.
Nothing. It's all real.
Wow, you all are doing such an amazing job, I'll say. And wow,
Thank
that's
you.
so great. And actually, I do love your husband, Sony, the best. He's the most real one. I think for me, yeah, he talks about
I'm
it.
gonna tell him that. I'm gonna
Thank
tell him
you.
that.
I
He'll be
know.
happy.
Yeah, yeah, he's the best one, I'll say. And thank
See,
you so much for lending your celebrity for a good cause. So I just wanted to know, why did you decided to join hands with Cry to raise funds?
first of all, I've over the years I've always heard of Cry because my mom actually donates to Cry.
Oh.
She's been donating since the past, I think, 20 odd years.
Mm-hmm.
And I in fact used to ask her, how come Cry? So she
Mm.
said it's been around for generations. It's
Yes.
been it's a great cause for children. And in fact, I was sitting with a couple of the volunteers,
Oh.
before I decided to do this tour.
Mm-hmm.
And they were telling me some of this such amazing work that they're doing in small villages, remote villages in our country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only when you once you live here, you get to know how poor, you go to the main cities and you don't realize the interiors, what's going on.
Mm.
I mean, there's no proper electricity, there's no proper water. I mean, education, yes, nutrition. I mean, they're just doing such amazing work in the smaller villages. And
Yes.
to get things done in small villages is a very, very difficult thing in our country. Access roads, permissions. So when I heard this, I was like, you know what? Got to support them and got to, raise funds for such a great cause.
Very true, very true. And you're right about the criteria and how they choose the villages. They go to the most remotest of villages where, no other organization goes. And
Where there are no roads. I mean,
ab-
it's very easy to donate to people,
mm,
I mean, we do donate to like a blind school or
mm,
cancer association or
yes,
whatever, but I just feel that what Cry is doing for our country and the children, nobody else is doing. So this is a
ve-
cause I support, and it's just amazing what they're doing.
very true. And, I read some statistics about cry, like there is nothing more precious than a child's smile. And since 2004, Cry America has helped create more than, I think, 786,000 happy childhoods, thanks to supporters like you. And they've immunized around 231,000 children. They've freed around 2,585 villages from child labor. So the list goes on. And, that's how they are making India, a better place for so many underprivileged children. So coming
100%.
Yes, yes. And now coming to the gala, which is going to happen May 13th. Um, we all are very, very, thrilled and excited to meet you. Besides, hearing a lot of wonderful speakers, and, Cry does an amazing job in hosting galas every year. What are you expecting from this upcoming gala on May 13th in Los Gatos?
Well, I'm expecting to see a great turnout. So whoever's listening,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to meeting all of you and you know seeing you there. I hope we have a great turnout because it's for a great cause, and whatever funds that are raised are going straight to the children, and a better future, smiles on their faces, and yes, and at the gala, you know I've been given a target that we
Oh,
have to raise X
yes.
amount of funds. Neelam, you better work hard. So I'm hoping there's a lot of pressure on me. So I'm hoping to see you guys there. And yeah, it's going to be a great evening, lots of fun. And yes, I just hope to have a great turnout over there.
Yeah, it will be. And last year's Cry Gala series set a fundraising record for the organization at $1 million. So they did great last year. Yeah.
Wow. So see,
Yeah.
that pressure is on me.
You'll bring a lot of money, and I know we all love you for the way you've led your life. And uh, just the last thing about Bollywood Wives, after it came in COVID, and we were just blown away by the way you all led the lives on screen, and it was a guilty pleasure for many to see it. I mean, I binge watched all the series. So, what was the best thing you heard about the show? There was a lot of noise around it when it came out, but what was the best thing you heard about the show?
Well, what was interesting is when season one dropped, and
Yes.
also when we were actually filming
Hmm.
season one, this concept has never been done in India. Okay.
Yes.
So the four of us, we used to sit down and we used to ask the creative team that who is going to want to watch this? Who wants to watch this? What I'm doing at my work, what I'm talking to my husband, who wants to watch all this? And the response after season one dropped was just blown. I mean, it just blew
Yeah.
our minds because we really didn't anticipate this. And then season two, when it dropped, I mean, it's just been incredible. We start filming for season three in September. But what actually was interesting was the amount of men that have watched the show.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
have so many men coming up to me, loved you in Bollywood Wives. I'm like, but what are you doing watching it? It's for chicks.
Their guilty pleasure.
So then the wife comes running. When I was watching it, he was actually rewinding and watching the scenes again and again and again. And he loves it more than me.
Yeah, but you all look so fabulous. So why not? Men are going to, watch it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Neelam, for coming on the show, talking about the gala. Looking forward to meeting you, personally there, and also having
Looking
a few
forward to meeting
chit
you and
chat.
looking forward to meeting a lot of people there.
Absolutely.
Guys, whoever's listening, register and hope to see you all there.
Absolutely, guys. Go to Cry America, the website, and register there. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. And meet Neelam Kothari live there. So thank you, Neelam. Appreciate your
Thank
time.
you. Looking forward. Thank you.